Chaos and control. What do they have in common, and how are they keeping us from our full potential? Hi, I'm Rebecca Blust, the founder of Freedom for Life Revolution and Positive Thinking Revolution. Let's dive in. So, chaos and control, what do they have in common, and how are they keeping us from our potential? Well, we'll start with the first question. What do they have in common? What they have in common is that they are keeping us blocked. They're keeping us blocked from the flow of life, and we're getting a payoff from it. And so let's take a look at chaos first. I describe chaos as someone who is chronically late, 15 to 30 minutes. They struggle to meet deadlines or keep promises. They often have clutter in places that prohibit them from being organized or finding things. And the payoff that they're getting, the subconscious brain is getting, is that cortisol, which makes you feel alive, like things are happening. That there's a constant like stress. And then we have control. So some people are very rigid in how they control their lives, their schedule, the people around them, what happens. And I describe that as someone who might self-proclaim they're perfectionist, or they have OCD, or someone else might describe them as it's their way or the highway. And they control everything to a fine tune, like their schedule. They eat at the same time, they work out at the same time, they do basically eat pretty much the same thing. They go to the same restaurants, they order the same thing. They expect the people in their life to act a certain way. So we have chaos, we have control. And then the payoff for people who are really rigid in their control is safety. They get to feel safe. And both extreme chaos and rigid control keeps us from our potential because we cannot be in the flow. We cannot be in the present moment because either we're so stressed or we're so rigid. And so, if you are someone who leans more towards chaos, one of the things that you can do is maybe put everything on your calendar, sync all of your calendars to your phone. So on one calendar, you have all of your appointments, all of your social engagements, and even maybe your to-do list. And then also during those moments of intense stress where everything's just chaos, is just take some deep breaths and sit in some stillness and be present to your environment. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? Now, if you're someone who leans more towards rigid control, I would suggest that you try a 7-day challenge where for 7 days, every single day, you do something that you normally wouldn't ever do. It could be as simple as taking another route home from work, going to a restaurant that you've never tried, or going to a restaurant that you have tried, but ordering something that you've never ordered, watching something on YouTube or TV that you never normally would watch. So it gets you outside of this rigid control that you have. And when you can be more in the middle between chaos and control, you get to be in the flow. And that's where you see opportunities. That's where you feel freedom. That's where new things can enter your life. So here is to being fully in the middle between chaos and control so that we can create freedom from the inside out.